Manhunt.
Manhunt. Why did that come off so awkwardly? This is what I now imagine the opening crawl for episode 3 to sound like.
War never changes.
The Jedi finally track down Separatist leader Count Dooku. During a heroic attempt to capture the Count, Anakin Skywalker has gone missing. Obi Wan Kenobi heads toward his friend's last known location.
Alright, hold up just a second. So they do this a lot in the opening crawls. Are these opening crawls? Where they use the footage from prior episodes while telling their story to kind of give you an idea of what the hell you Lauren's talking about. So are you telling me that I am to believe the Clone Wars starts with the Battle of Christophsis, and then you have these events he's talking about transpire here in the Clone Wars movie? But that sits at 2.5 on the timeline, meaning Anakin's been here. You get the point. Not only that, but they weren't looking for Dooku here. They were all after Jabba's son. And if that wasn't enough, Anakin is literally standing in the trademark Star Wars family photo at the end. Are they just like throwing random footage in there as a way to kind of fill in the space? That seems really weird, but this show does weirder, I guess. You'd think with all the cool Star Wars armor there is, they'd have a better design than Sandy Cheeks, but I actually really like this. Maybe it's the colors Obi-Wan's got. It's a nice touch instead of our real life white suits. Could NASA just like change the colors to this? Is there a scientific reason they're pretty much all white? Sorry, this feels like one of our live stream topics. Ooh, that green hue looks clean, baby. Whoa, you can't just leave that dope ass suit behind, man. I just spent all that time. I forgot he does this. Is this like the only time other than the Phantom Menace that we see him do this random force sprint?
You're not the prisoner I'm looking for.
Hello there.
This is how you thank me for rescuing you?
Kinda difficult without a lightsaber.
Did you manage to locate Dooku before landing in jail?
Might have been able to do something about it if I'd had my weapon.
It was important for you to arrive without it, so your capture would be convincing.
How come I'm the one getting caught all the time?
When you're a Jedi Master, you can make the plan.
How can I become a Jedi Master if I'm always getting caught?
At least you're a master at getting caught.
Okay, saying it again, this shows the perfect depiction of Anakin for me. What I would have imagined him to be like if I never saw the prequels, at least. I love Hayden too, don't get me wrong, but it blows my mind how well they sell their camaraderie in the show. And damn if this arc isn't one of my favorites for it.
Surprise, surprise.
If it isn't Count Dooku.
I thought I sensed an unpleasant disturbance in the Force.
The humor in this episode is flawless. Who directed this? Jesse, you're a goddamn saint. To be fair, Justin, you did great too. I feel like these two episodes have to be watched together.
I see you freed young Skywalker. Where might he be if you weren't always around to rescue him?
And the line delivery, man, I could go on about this shit forever. Corey Burton absolutely kills it as Count Dooku.
Your ship is surrounded, Count.
Jedi fools.
I should have seen that coming.
Of course, it's always the secret hole under the singular spinning platform in an otherwise barren room. Like, seriously, guys, just take a second and ask yourself, what the hell is the point of this room exactly? Like, no computers, no droids, fucking just one window, and this one trap and chair. So is this the, I gotta sit here and do fucking nothing just in case I gotta make a quick run for it later room?
What are you doing?
Following him.
Not that way. We need to cut him off.
You cut him off. I'll follow him and meet you at the hangar.
Why do I even try?
Nuh-uh, Count, not this time. Too smart to fall for that shit again.
Your ship is ready, sir.
Good.
This shit right here, guys, is the reason I decided to overanalyze the Clone Wars. No, I'm kidding. I absolutely am just now noticing that little wave. There is one scene that made me realize that I want to do this. One big revelation moment that I'm gonna blue balls the hell out of you guys with, because it's basically at the last half of the entire show, and I feel like it's a 50-50 shot on whether or not you guys will be like, oh my god, that's so lame, or like, whoa, this guy knows his maneuvers. Wait, is that a boot? How have I never noticed how cute the engines look? This little... We're experiencing some mild turbulence moment Dooku has while just being flown around always makes me laugh. It's a nice contrast to Grievous, who's usually hands-on, getting dirty right there and on the action, rather than being flown around by a bunch of droids.
That was easy.
Lucky for you, I'm an excellent shot.
Well, now those fighters are attacking.
I'm on it.
Lucky for you, I'm an excellent pilot.
For all your expertise, this is not a very smooth landing.
You'd hit that second fighter, we wouldn't be in this mess.
Okay, hold up, because I just took the time to appreciate this. You guys should be no strangers to this by now, but in case you are, Obi Wan doesn't like flying. Doesn't like doing it, being a passenger sometimes even, just thinks it's for droids. So this isn't a Moidian ship, right? It's the same crab-looking ship that Newt rolled up in on Rhodia, at least, a couple episodes back, or I guess it might just be a separatist ship. So him not being as adept as Anakin at flying this thing actually makes total sense. Bless your heart, writing writing team. Holding it together were the sound team and animation team, just out here trying to bring us down.
His engine is damaged. He's not going anywhere. Caves are a good start. You sense it too. Many life forms in there.
And Dooku's one of them.
What's that? Run!
It was I, the rock-throwing master.
You won't be needing this anymore, Skywalker.
So is Anakin, like, right under there? Does he just assume Anakin's dead without even checking, or does he actually have better shit to do right now?
Well, what do we have here?
Only the best new character in the show! Alright, Cad Bane is another one too, but Jesus, I would fund an entire Hondo show myself if Disney would just say yes. I love the fact that there are certain creatures in Star Wars just flat out associated with crime. Like these little fucking gremlin looking things we see with Jabba, it kind of reminds me of like really jacked pit bulls or like Rottweilers here in the US being associated with like crooks in movies or whatever sometimes, even though obviously dogs are just dogs until raised incorrectly. These things on the other hand, they just seem like they're fucking dicks right out of the gate.
Master! Master!
Anakin, when I tell you to run, run.
You're alive!
And where's your lightsaber?
It got knocked out of my hand.
By a rock?
Yeah, by a rock. You know what would be helpful? A little light?
Silly thing.
You don't suppose it was hit by a rock, do you?
I don't remember Anakin just straight up throwing a rock at Obi Wan here. It's interesting watching these two interact and kind of thinking about how Obi Wan and Qui-Gon might have been conversing had the roles been reversed. Like Obi Wan just trolls Anakin so hard, but I can't really see Qui-Gon acting quite the same way. I don't know, it's just fun to think about how different Padawans turn out to be from their masters while somehow fundamentally passing on all the right things in the end.
Oh. This should be interesting.
You know, Obi-Wan, this is rather interesting, if I do say so myself. So what we're looking at here, folks, is the infamous Gundark, one of millions of random things from the original trilogy
He looks strong enough to pull ears off a Gundark.
that later became a thing, well, because. So yeah, being able to pull those things fucking ears off would be a pretty damn big deal, I'd say. You know how there's like random rules at malls or casinos that just say the most ridiculously obvious thing you could think of? Like no riding motorcycles in the casino or elephants aren't permitted. Do you think there was a guy that like actually ripped one of these fuckers' ears off and his buddy was like, oh damn! I do think the design they came up with is pretty damn cool though.
If you need transport, the nearest planet is Florum.
Is it civilized?
Depends on who you ask.
Depends on your definition of civilized.
Hey, wait a minute!
Perhaps I shall take you up on your offer.
Now, all that's left to do is, settle my fee.
Fee?
It shouldn't be a problem for someone so obviously wealthy as yourself.
I'd be happy to compensate you for your services.
Episodes and characters like this are the reason I love the Clone Wars as much as I do. I love seeing Dooku in a situation with someone like Hondo, where Dooku is definitely assuming that this is just some dim-witted pirate and he'll be easy to get rid of, or just like, get rid of. But as soon as Dooku notices Hondo has the balls to mention a fee after getting to take his ship, his tone changes completely. He's probably ready to just be done with him until he gets a look at the sabers. And yeah, you may think to yourself, there's no way Dooku couldn't take all these pirates. And yeah, you might be right, but we've seen dark side users without almighty plot armor getting fucked pretty hard in this show, and I don't know if I'd call this guy plot armor proof. So yeah, he might be able to kill most of them, but at some point, man, numbers are just gonna overwhelm you.
Jump in anytime!
She seems to like you.
Yeah, lucky me! I thought Gundarks were only found on Vankor!
Then this system must be Vankor,
That would make this one...
the mother of all Gundarks. Precisely.
Are you gonna help me?
This episode is so good among season 1 that it almost feels straight out of a later season. These must have been really fun to make in the studio.
Well, you took your time. It's a pity. I was just starting to sense a connection.
Should I leave you two alone? Or would you prefer to find a way out of this hole before she wakes up?
I find it really, really cool that they gave the pirates the flying saucers in Star Wars. I mean, first of all, holy shit. What the hell took you guys so long to just have one flying saucer thing? I mean, I know the Trade Federation ships were like, yeah, close enough, but it's about damn time. But okay, really. So think about it, right? Aliens, flying saucers, we normally think of them as being these cold, moralist beings that are going to take and pillage from us or something, like our cows or random people in Nevada or whatever. You guys think there's something there too? Or am I just reaching here? Like pirates, you know, come and steal and pillage all your stuff? Oh, and the sound design. Come on, man. Stop playing with my emotions like this, sound team.
Welcome to Florum. Lose your flashy sword? Are these what you were looking for? Jedi?
I love when random people just see a lightsaber and just assume they're a Jedi. It's just cool to see little hints that, yeah, they weren't kidding when they said they've been extinct for a millennium.
Know that you are dealing with a Sith Lord.
What the hell was that random hand thing all about exactly?
The leader of the Clanker army. And a Sith Lord, no less.
I will arrange for any ransom to be paid.
And you will arrange for your armies to crush us as well. If the Separatists will pay to get you back, chances are the Republic will offer even more.
I love competently written characters, man. So I didn't really think about this until now, but no one ever really told Hondo who Dooku was. He must have just known the whole time and was literally playing Dooku like a chump until they got back. Like, yeah, Dooku knew he was playing him before, but I love that even after Dooku's little Sith Lord confessions, he still gets shit on by someone who has no force powers and is seen as just some buffoon by most people, probably.
Sounds like another Gundark.
That's too far away to worry about.
It won't stay far away.
You guys smell that? Smells like foreshadowing.
New problem. It's just gas.
Yes, probably toxic gas.
Maybe it'll kill your Gundark.
And maybe it will kill us.
I can't breathe.
I'm open to see.
Don't give up now.
You can see the gas slowly being pushed back by the force of the explosion here. We'll write you off with a pass for now, animation team.
Looks like I got here just in time.
What do you mean?
You were in very big trouble.
We were simply searching for Count Dooku.
Yeah. We had the situation well under control, my little Padawan.
I love all the different moments Anakin gets with the other Jedi to just kind of big brother with each other in front of Ahsoka, like, this little shit.
Which part of the situation did you have under control? The blocked entrance, the poison gas, or that Gundark behind you?
Gundark?
Oh, you mean the one that's too far away to worry about?
The smell, it's back!
Lock the entrance!
There's still Dooku to deal with.
You let him get away?
No, not get away, exactly. Just chime in anytime.
Oh no, I'm enjoying this far too much.
The payment will be in spice.
We will need proof he's alive.
Let me present your fearless Sith Lord.
Such delicious irony.
I love how Palpatine's all smiling like a creep. I guess a lot of it's just animation, but I feel like if this was season 7, you'd be seeing a lot more subtleties in his face.
You want proof? This is his lightsaber.
Belongs to Dooku. That lightsaber does.
So I get that Yoda has fought with Dooku at this point, and they've just run into him a lot in general lately, but this is the same lightsaber Dooku had as a Jedi, right? Yeah, I'm sure he's tweaked it, and well, it's red now, but that's the thing. In canon now, under Disney, they've established how Sith get their lightsabers by winning them as a trophy in battle from a Jedi and taking the Kyber crystal and making it bleed by imbuing their hatred and rage into it. Do you guys think Dooku is just like, nah, bro, I'm like 20 years older than you. I'll do what I want. And he just bled his own Jedi crystal out instead? Does the new canon cover this yet? I genuinely don't know.
If you refuse, I'm sure the Separatist Council will be more than willing to meet my price.
Hondo's so fucking awesome, man. Also, I love how he's just standing off to the side holding Dooku's lightsaber still, like, hey dude, still not fucking around over here.
We would like to send 2 Jedi to confirm you have Count Dooku.
They must be unarmed.
Impossible.
We have no interest in getting involved in your war.
So what does that mean for this? Also, why is Padme still doing the talking? I love how she's the one like, get the fuck out of here. Go in unarmed? I call the shots here, guy.
Well, this should be fun.
So I want to stress that even though I give the animation team shit sometimes, it's all in good fun. Their deadlines and work overall must be intense, and I can't even get my own volume continuity right sometimes, as the astute among you may have noticed. But I love this shot. Random as hell, I know, but bear with me here for a second. I don't know what's going on over here, but you may see this and be like, kind of weird that the planet looks red like Mars, yet its atmosphere is glowing green in the sun and blue down here near the shadows. But it's not weird. It's actually like spot on, I think. I don't know if you guys noticed, but our atmosphere happens to be kind of blue sometimes too, thanks to the gases in our atmosphere like oxygen and nitrogen. And we know from these 2 episodes that there are sulfuric geysers probably all over Florum. And while yeah, overall sulfur is only mildly harmful, there are, like most things, exceptions. But given we have humans out here breathing and not immediately dying, I think it's safe to say that the levels on Florum right now are pretty chill. But here's the thing, chances are with all that oxygen and sulfur, the longer wavelengths of light, like green, would scatter better in the atmosphere than they do here on Earth, probably adding to the fact that the part the sunlight hits here seems to be green, where down here in the shadows it's still pretty blue looking. It's fucking fucking ridiculous that I just had you guys sit here for all that. My bad. I'm no science guy though, so call me out if I'm full of shit here, guys. I don't really know what this big ass structure right here is, but the top of it has pretty much the exact same pitchfork thing as this one does. They both kind of remind me of Vader's castle too. Landscape isn't really helping either. I just realized something. Aren't there these random ass power line things in the next episode that absolutely connect to this building's like power grid? They're completely not there in both of these first shots, but absolutely connected to it in the next episode. Also, everything pretty much stays the same except the position of the Twilight. Did they move it? Jesus, guys, it's been like 10 seconds in this episode that I've literally spent the last 300 years talking over. I swear, every time there's a big orbital entrance to a new planet, the music just goes so fucking hard. I feel like they always have such a Middle Eastern or Asian vibe to them too. Is that just me? Florm, I guess, makes sense. It's just so funny to me that it's always like desert, boom, double harmonic scale. In case you're wondering what that is, it's what sand sounds like, guys, apparently. No, not this time. You get the fuck out of here. All right, yeah, these are definitely the same 2 or so assets, just mixed with colors and clothes and whatnot. The height seems to vary too a little bit, which helps, but thank God we at least got one pirate with a peg leg. I'm on the lookout for an eye patch animation team, and all will be forgiven. God, get out of here, dude. This track is bumping. Seriously, dude, I don't think anyone could have asked for this score to go this hard. I could literally play this song with zero context in front of my mom of Middle Eastern descent, and I guarantee you she'd be like, oh, honey, who is this? And think it was some new popular song in the Middle East.
Can I offer you something to drink?
No, thank you.
Jesus, Anakin's face here, like fucking gross. You think he'd be the total college bro out of these two, like, hell yeah, let's go. Obi Wan, can I? When in reality, it's Obi Wan with the undercover drinking problem in Star Wars.
Where are you going, Master? For a drink?
When I popped off, then you go get me from the nothing, from the ground up. Bank was so low, I got the feelings that I never tried. Ran up the door, wash up my wrist, it go like sha sha sha.
Even a Sith Lord is no match for my warriors.
I love how at the very last second before this shot pans away, you can see this little guy not only getting drunk, which is like, what the fuck? Can you imagine an animal with opposable thumbs like a monkey just chilling at a bar drinking? I can see that getting out of hand really quick. But yeah, right before it cuts, I love how he just looks at his owner like, ah, shit, I guess you can have some too. And he just pours him some, and the other guy just smiles like, ha, idiot.
Put up quite a fight. Blasters, cannons, that glowy thing.
That was pretty spot on, if I do say so myself. Also, what the hell is this helmet thing anyway? Is that a turtle? I swear to God, if it's a turtle, I take back every good thing I've ever said about you. Sorry, turtles are my favorite animal. Fight me.
How exactly did you get the jump on him? With this?
All we want is to confirm you are holding Dooku. Look how the mighty Sith Lord has fallen.
Look what I have risen above. It wasn't so long ago that you yourself were in similar surroundings.
But now I'm free and you're not.
I'm confident the situation will rectify itself.
You'll be brought to trial by the Senate.
You must be overly optimistic if you think these Weequayans plan to let you leave.
They have no interest in picking a fight with Jedi.
They are devious and deceitful, and most importantly, stupid.
It's a wonder you don't get along with them, Dooku. You have so much in common.
He's right.
You underestimate them at your own peril.
I love this. I love every second of this. I love having your main threat, who actually is threatening like 100% of the time, not half serious, half clown like some villains, actually get to be vulnerable like this. And even though he is captured, he's just so cool and collected about it that he doesn't even give a shit to shoot a few pleasantries their way and kind of warn them about the pirates. God, don't even get me started on the next episode.
Remember, Anakin, this could still be a trap.
It's a trap! Worried about Dooku, are you?
I'm worried about these pirates.
I love how this guy's like, hey man, that was fucked up. Then you see the Jawa like, yeah, that was fucked up.
We invite you to join us in the Grand Hall for a banquet.
Obi Wan over here like, yeah, y'all got booze over there? I fucking love that shit.
Send the ransom.
He's being securely held?
Yeah, and very cranky about it.
Good.
You know, I bet he genuinely meant that good. Hey, look, it's that one random guy from episode 2, I think. Let's throw him in the show, too. At least I think that's who this is supposed to be. He's in the Clone Wars movie, too, somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. I don't really know what you're saying, but this song just slaps so hard.
Join us for a drink. In the name of friendship.
All right. but nothing too strong. He's flying.
I love that line way more than is probably necessary. God, can you imagine drunk flying? Careful, you might get a FUI. It's never actually said what this is, I guess, but do you guys think it was spice? I mean, I'm pretty sure its basic form is just ground into powder, but would that much of it really take them out so hard? Somebody probably knows the answer.
Enjoy your evening, gentlemen.
I still don't get it. How a bunch of drunken pirates managed to catch Dooku when we couldn't.
Maybe there's a lesson to be learned here.
I still don't get it.
It's to remind us to be humble and never too proud to accept a gift when it comes our way.
To unexpected gifts, then.
Okay, wait, because the subtitles just say "ah" here, but is it just me, or can you barely hear this guy kind of go, "oh my god," right before he goes down? Also, I love how in classic Star Wars fashion, people keeling over in a bar is just always like, yeah, whatever, turn the music up a little, will ya? Damn, man, it's crazy how episodes that I don't enjoy all that much feel so packed with overanalyzing info, but with episodes like this that I love, it just kind of flies by for me, and it feels like I did zero work in the video, which I guess most of them I do minimal work other than the editing. This next one, though, is honestly top 10 in Clone Wars for me, though. Guys, I want to say thank you so much for 2,000 subscribers. I know it's nothing in the YouTube world, but I absolutely expected to be at like 300 right now, and my expectations have been shattered, and I fucking love you guys. Especially my patrons! If you guys for some reason believe that it would be cool to see this continue into the forever times, becoming a patron is honestly the easiest way to help make that happen. I don't want to shill or anything, but I love every single one of you guys. Shout out to my newest patron, my man, Harrison. Thanks to my Master Jedis as always. In Friends Crumb, Taylor Lynn, David, Drakmir, Mr. Schnuffle, and Marcus Fleischer. And a huge shout out to my Jedi Knights too. Brandon Esposito, Korchin, Nephorax, Celsus Volpace, and Taco Llama. Thank you to all my bromances out there too. Drops, Colin Hemingway, Dodo, Drunk on Hugs, Harrison, JP Jones, Lewis Hunter, Max, Mr. Spadafrano, Nicholas Schultz, Omnipresent Riaz, and Graphite. You guys are the best and I love all of you. We recently did a live stream where we just played a bunch of games and hung out together. It's on the live stream playlist if you guys want to check that out. Hey guys, so I know it's the end of the video and you're all sick of me, but I forgot to mention, there's a channel out there called The Gold Man who's been doing some overanalyzing himself on his channel. So far he's done some of the prequels and is doing Kenobi, like as we speak. Definitely check him out if you haven't yet. Also, my buddy Jedi is doing his own overanalyzing show called The Long Long Holiday. All the links in the description down below. Poor overanalyzing Avatar is probably over here like...